Hey everybody, hope you're all doing great. This is going to be a follow-up video to my previous video about upgrading DF54s from version 1, version 2 to version 3 with the version 3 upgrade kit. After I upgraded my grinder from original version 1 to version 3, I immediately started using grinds coming out of the grinder was very fluffy, very close to Eureka Mignon Zero style grind results. However, next morning when I woke up, I realized the flow coming out of the chute was greatly reduced. So that's like one of the signs of clogging happening, which had never happened with the original version 1 smaller chute that I had. So I went into investigation. When I start researching things on this, I go after the new things I install on the grinder, and I actually try to remove parts to kind of like a troubleshoot on my own. So after troubleshooting, what I realized, this little piece of plastic came with the version 3 kit. See how tiny this little thing is? Immediately causing major clumps in the coffee grinds. The coffee grounds in there, since they're compressed on top of each other, it becomes so hardened, I cannot even put my straw brush into the chute in order to open up the clog. So I was fairly surprised, getting this large chute, a large chute cover, a stainless steel Declumper, which prior to this video, I made another video only for the stainless steel Declumper. Without changing anything, I was just replacing this Declumper, and it really helped. So I was like wondering, what's wrong with this? After removing this little piece of plastic, results were day and night. So at this time, this DF54 has the complete version 3 upgrade kit, minus this plastic piece comes with the kit. Now, some of you in the comments wrote me saying, hey, I got the kit, I didn't get that plastic. I told them you were lucky, because some people who didn't want to investigate like I did, they were super frustrated. They were like, oh my God, version 3 kit doesn't do anything, made things worse. No, that's not true. It actually works great. It does produce wonderful results. However, this little piece, for some reason, part of that kit causing major clogging issues. If you get this version 3 kit, do not install this. And let the Turin know about my videos, Espresso Outlet or whomever that you purchased this from. Tell them go watch this video, because they really need to know about this, you guys, because they think this is something useful. Maybe the engineers just handed over to them saying, here, this is the version 3 kit. From now on, you're gonna sell it like this to upgrade the machine. But believe me, this thing is literally chokes your wonderful DF54 grinder. So without that, I have no issues. Now, some of you were asking me about why DF54s are clogging all the time. So I want to move on to a different grinder. You own a Eureka Mignon Zero. What do you think? Well, I tell you what. My Mignon Zero cost me, all in all, with all the RO Espresso's wonderful upgrade kit, which is the dial and the hopper and the bellows, right around $500. This grinder here, as it is, you can buy it refurbished for like $179, brand new, I think $249. This kit comes with the version 3 already. Some of you said they didn't get this larger chute. I think if you contact them, I'm sure they'll take care of it. Maybe they get so many orders they messed up. Maybe they'll take care of you guys and send you a free one. I don't know. I don't work with them. I'm not affiliated with them. So I don't want to talk on behalf of Touring Grinders or Mi Cafe. All in all, this machine is a very capable machine. And even Eureka Mignon Zero gets clogging issues, regardless of a grinder, regardless of any machine. Those of you, if you ever work for the food industry, at the end of the day, you do a massive cleaning, you take everything apart, clean inside out. Same thing with these appliances. They're not your Mr. Cafe or whatever coffee machine, even those guys require a certain descaling process. Same as our espresso machines, you have to descale them, you have to clean them daily, you have to empty the reservoir and flush this, flush that. But the whole point I'm trying to make here, everything requires a certain maintenance. So these guys especially for those of you who likes experimenting, changing coffee grinds from anywhere from light to dark roast, especially those of you who drink dark roast all the time. You may end up brushing this chute twice a day sometimes, depending on how often you drink coffee. So take all this stuff into consideration before judging the DF54 or any other grinder. Again, I'm not advocating for these guys. I'm just trying to tell you guys about a lesson that I learned. Simply do a quick brush with one of those straw brushes, couple of gentle brushes, pump into a cup. You're all set for the next day. Just at the end of the day. And if you feel like things are slowing down, things doesn't feel right, open it, take this apart, vacuum this. You don't have to take the burrs out, wipe it with some sort of microfiber, put it back together. I mean, this whole thing, at the beginning, I was like, oh my God, what if I break my grinder? Well, now I'm at a point that I can get this thing taken apart in less than 5 minutes, clean it, put it back together. Brushing, how much time is brushing is gonna take? I mean, if you want a really good coffee, if you don't want to drink the previous day's stale coffee grounds in here, I highly recommend you guys to go ahead and clean it. Now, these are so interesting. If you remove this, I really recommend you guys to be very patient and gentle removing this. They are so thin. Matter of fact, they're thinner than this original plastic one came with it. And they're so fragile, they get easily bent and they easily get out of shape. Try to remove it with some sort of plastic like this, like a pick. Gently pick underneath the holes, protruding screw holes in there. Kind of like try to get under with the flat side and kind of pop them out gently. Regardless, they're gonna get out of shape. Bottom line, every equipment requires certain maintenance procedures, and this is one of them on any grinder, regardless, especially flat burrs, requires some sort of babysitting. It works really hard to produce that beautiful, fluffy, fine level, not Turkish coffee fine, but fine level, espresso level fine coffee grinds. So you got to give these guys some credit. Next, what I want to do is I want to actually measure the opening of the chute for you guys, just to give you guys an idea with my caliper. So for that, what I want to do is I want to take these guys apart, open up my microfiber towel, put grinder down, so I can remove the chute cover to show you guys on my caliper how wide is this opening in numbers comparing to previous one. Okay, this is our new cover. So the opening of the chute cover is 16 millimeters, 16.1 millimeters on the new one. The old chute cover is about 3 millimeters smaller. Actually, I'm sorry, it's about 6 millimeters smaller, 15.5 millimeter. So there's like a 6 millimeter difference between these two, the new one and the old one. Opening on the new one is exactly 12 millimeters. The width of both these chutes are same, 11.9 millimeters. Almost 12 millimeters on the old one and on the new one. However, the difference comes on the height of the chute. Here it is. Also, height of the chute of the old one is 11.9 millimeters, meaning this is a square chute. However, this one is rectangular because it's taller. Let me zero this. 14.8 millimeters on the new one. So from top to bottom, 14.8. From left to right, same as the other one. Well, it's understandable because 11.9 millimeters, almost 12 millimeters, they have to fit to this opening in the grinder. However, the height as I mentioned on this one, is much more than this guy. Again, respectively, this is a square part, whereas this guy is a rectangular. So that's the difference on the Chute. And as far as Declumper goes, this Declumper, visually inspected, it feels thinner than the plastic piece. On the plus side, when the coffee grinds hit from behind, this flap doesn't stay closed to block him. It actually even goes higher in order to make the coffee come out faster. So it's actually a good thing for this being super slim. Whereas this plastic one only held by one corner, trying to replicate what this guy is supposed to do in one corner. And of course, like sometimes plastic kind of holds itself really good. And when I was using this plastic one, I found myself keep pulling this out a little bit, trying to deform it so the flow can be a little faster. Again, this metal Declumper is a huge improvement over this little plastic guy. And I just want to say one more time, when you install version 3 kit, do not install this plastic guy with two little lines on it behind this. Look how much it affects the flow. It literally causes clogging. I just can't believe the people who actually came up with the version 3 idea did not notice this. This should not be included in this kit. It creates a confusion. If anything, they should have put a blank one, nothing in here, just to be as some sort of a barrier between stainless steel and the mounting bracket back there if they wanted to have something there, almost like a gasket. Based on my experience, I'm 100% behind the version 3 kit. However, do not install the plastic, just install the brand new, bigger, taller Chute. Install, of course, you're gonna have to install the Chute cover, brand new, and install this guy. And now I understand why they sent me 2 of these in the package, because they know these things gets deformed very quickly. So they kind of, well, they have 2 in there in case one goes bad, I can use the other one. Currently my other one is in there. That's why I have this handy. And this is my previous one I had in there. If you look at my videos, you'll see only this installed to the version 1. That does a great job too. So if you don't want to get the version 3, if your grinder and everything looks great, nothing is broken like what I had on mine, my little Chute cover was broken on the old one, just get this. It should improve your grind regardless. But if you want to have a true improvement on your grinder, definitely go for the version 3 kit and do not install this. So this concludes our video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to go ahead and drop me a line. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. You know my goal, I'm trying to hit 1,000 by June. Currently I'm at 680, thanks to you guys. Don't forget to like and share. Thanks for watching TEO'S Take. I'll see you on the next video. Happy brewing.